Welcome to the Dakota County Probation Service Center. The Probation Service Center, or PSC, consists of several agents who work together as a team. You will not be assigned to one individual agent, but will work with a team of agents that all work within the PSC. The PSC uses a phone reporting system. This system is used to track compliance with conditions of probation, as well as update probation of any contact information changes or police contact. The PSC and phone reporting system are for lower risk clients who are likely to satisfy their conditions with minimal assistance from staff. Some clients will have to meet with the PSC in addition to their phone reporting obligations. You should have received phone reporting enrollment paperwork in the mail within 1 to 2 months after your court sentencing. The contents of the packet include a phone reporting enrollment letter, payment envelope, a list of resources to assist you in completing your probation conditions, and a business card for the phone reporting program that you can keep in your wallet. You will be required to call into the phone reporting system a minimum of once per month. This call will last an average of about 10 minutes. The phone reporting system is designed to allow you to maintain contact with probation on a monthly basis without requiring you to take time off work, find childcare, obtain transportation, or overcome the many other challenges presented when required to meet face-to-face with probation. The phone reporting system helps you maintain compliance with your probation by informing you of your current open conditions of probation. It should be noted that it is your responsibility to provide verification of compliance with these conditions to probation. Ways to do this will be provided later. You have been provided a phone reporting enrollment letter. This letter includes all the instructions necessary to make your first call and register for the phone reporting system. Your first call is due immediately. Starting next month, your call will be required to be made on the day given. You are required to make your first call into the system within 24 hours of receipt of the enrollment letter. You are not required to make a payment on that initial call. Remember, your call can take an average of about 10 minutes. You can also get help by using the phone number provided in red lettering on your probation reporting program business card by selecting option 3. This is what the enrollment letter looks like. At the top is your current address. This is where you will see if you have a zip code that the post office shows as a different city, such as the zip code 55124 showing as the city of St. Paul, even though 55124 is the zip code for Apple Valley. Across from this is your client ID number and your initial security code. That is your initial PIN number. You can change this number to something you can easily remember when you make your first call. Make sure to write down your client ID and your new PIN number on your probation reporting program business card. In the body of the letter, on the front page, you will find your monthly call day of the month and phone reporting center phone number and payment instructions. On the back side of your letter, you will find what to expect during your call and the contact information for the Probation Service Center. Remember, this is not the contact information to make your monthly reporting call. The day you make the call is determined by the month you were born in. For example, if you were born in February, you would call the 2nd day of every month. If you were born in August, you will call the 8th day of every month. This date can be found on your enrollment letter. You should write this day on the program reporting business card you have been provided. Each person will be assigned a personal identification number, or PIN. This number is needed for you to complete your call. The initial PIN can be found on the enrollment letter you received. During your first call, you will be required to change this number to something you can easily remember. After you change it, you should write that number on the probation reporting program business card. During every call, you will need to enter your client ID number, PIN number, state your name, and then follow the prompts. During this call, you will be asked to update the following information: your physical and mailing address, your phone number, your employment, and if you have had contact with law enforcement since your last call. Addresses are verified according to the post office. This means the city name may reflect the nearest metro area. For example, Apple Valley zip code is 55124. It registers as a St. Paul address. If your zip code and street information are correct, then the address is correct. If any of these items have changed, you will be asked to provide specific details of the updated information. You will also hear a list of your open conditions. It is expected that progress is made on these conditions every month. You are responsible for providing verification of progress you have made on your conditions. You must stay on the call until all prompts are completed and you have updated all of your information. At the end of each call, you will be given a confirmation number that is unique to the call. This is your verification that you are in compliance with your monthly reporting call. If you make a payment, you will be given a separate confirmation number. Do not hang up until you have received the final confirmation number. Your call is not considered complete until you receive this confirmation number. This confirmation number is able to be tracked with the phone reporting system. Should a problem occur, this is your proof that you are in compliance with the monthly reporting call. Remember, there is a confirmation number for a payment and a separate confirmation number for a completed call. After you have received your confirmation number, you will have the opportunity to leave a message for the PSC. If you would like the PSC to return your call, please state this clearly. We will make every attempt to return your call within 2 business days. Keep in mind this does not include holidays or weekends. The PSC will not automatically contact you each month after you have made your required call. The PSC will only return your call if you have clearly requested a return call. The cost of the program is $6 per month plus processing fees. Payment information can be found on your enrollment letter. You can make your payment by using the credit or debit card or by mailing in your payment. Credit or debit card payments can be made by using the phone system or by going online. Some prepaid Visa cards do not work with this program. This payment option includes a $2.50 processing fee. You can also pay by mail by using a money order. This option includes a processing fee of $1. Keep in mind this option also has the cost of purchasing a money order, which is usually about $1, and about 50 cents for a stamp. You can pay for as many months in advance as you would like. The processing fee is applied to each payment made and not to each month paid. For example, if you make individual payments, each for 6 months, you will pay for 6 processing fees. If you pay for 6 months in advance, you will only pay for 1 processing fee. This monthly fee is in addition to any other fines, fees, and restitution you may have. Paying the monthly balance is not an optional thing. This is a requirement of your probation. Failure to pay the monthly fee will result in your account having a negative balance. There are significant consequences for having a negative balance. Skipping your monthly call does not avoid the monthly fee. You will be charged the monthly fee whether you make your required call or not and will result in a negative balance. The phone system will not allow you to complete your monthly phone call if you have a negative balance. As soon as you have paid your monthly balance, you will be allowed to resume your monthly calls. Remember, this call is part of your probation requirements. Not completing the phone call is the same as skipping a probation meeting. Failure to complete your phone call will result in additional probation requirements, a higher level of supervision, or returning to court for a probation violation. Failure to complete probation conditions or provide verification of completed conditions will also result in additional probation requirements, a higher level of supervision, or returning to court for a probation violation. Some clients are also required to meet with probation face-to-face. This is in addition to your probation reporting requirements. If this applies to you, you will be contacted by a probation officer. If you were court-ordered to complete an evaluation or assessment, it should have been completed within 30 days of your court hearing and prior to receiving this orientation. All recommended programming needs to be started within 30 days of the evaluation or assessment. Failure to begin programming within 30 days can require you to complete a new evaluation or assessment.
Due to COVID-19, some online courses will be accepted. If you have specific questions about online courses, please contact the PSC. If the court orders you to submit to random UA testing, you will be required to pay for each test with a money order. Cash and credit cards are not accepted. Please do not endorse or fill out the information in the money order until you arrive.
As you complete conditions, you will be required to provide verification. Many places will state that they will send us verification. Do not take their word for it. It is your responsibility to make sure we get verification. When you have completed a condition, get a copy of verification for your records. This way, if they fail to send us the information, you have it to provide as well. You can provide verification of completion of your conditions to probation in 3 ways: fax, email, or by bringing it into one of the Dakota County buildings in person during business hours. The Western Service Center is located in Apple Valley, the Northern Service Center is located in West St. Paul, and the Judicial Center is located in Hastings. You can bring it to the Community Corrections window at any of these locations during regular business hours. Once you have completed all the special conditions of your probation, you can be moved to what is called All Conditions Complete status, or ACC. This status is an administrative probation and does not require you to stay on the phone reporting system or come in for meetings. You will still be on probation until your expiration and required to follow all of the conditions of your probation, but you will not need to call in monthly anymore. If you complete your conditions and feel you qualify for this status, you will want to call the Probation Service Center to confirm this. Do not assume. If you paid in advance, you will receive a refund for any additional funds upon completion of the phone reporting program. The refund is automatically done by the phone reporting program. This refund is not processed until the end of the month after you have officially been exited from the program and can take several weeks to arrive. The refund does have a $4 processing fee. Refund questions should be directed to the phone reporting program and not to probation. All clients should be able to reach ACC and be off the phone reporting program within 6 months. If you have not been able to reach ACC within 6 months and have not discussed this with probation, you may be at risk of violation. There are several general conditions that are part of being placed on probation. These include, but are not limited to, the following. You are required to keep probation informed of address and phone number or employment changes within 48 hours. You must report any police contact to probation within 48 hours. This is not limited to new charges. This includes if you are a victim, reporting person, or got pulled over. You are only required to inform us that you had police contact and if you have any new pending charges. Do not indulge details of what happened or who is guilty. This is not information that we need. You are required to obey all state and federal laws. You must obtain permission from probation when traveling outside of the Minnesota within the United States. If you are traveling to one of the 4 surrounding states for a day trip and returning that same day, you do not need permission from probation. Traveling anywhere else within the United States and all out-of-state overnight trips require permission from probation. Probation cannot grant permission to travel outside of the United States. Any and all international travel must be approved by a judge. You cannot move out of state without prior approval from probation. Please note that moving out of state does require the receiving state to accept your probation and can take some time. If you are convicted of a felony, you cannot vote or hold public office until your civil rights are restored. You are required to submit to random chemical testing at the direction of your probation officer. All general conditions of your probation remain in effect throughout your probationary period, including when you have achieved all conditions complete status. These are some of the frequently asked questions regarding the phone reporting system. What if I miss the day I am to call? Your call will be marked as late, but you can call any time during the month and still receive credit for calling in that month. What if I need to contact you more than once in a month? You can call the phone reporting system anytime during the month to leave updated information and leave messages for the Probation Service Center staff. Charges are monthly and not per call. You are not charged extra if you call more than once in a month. What if I am out of town on the day I'm required to call in? You can call from any phone anywhere in the U.S. at any time as long as you do not have a negative balance. What if I cannot afford to pay today? You do not have to make a payment on your first call. To remain in compliance, you must make your first call within 24 hours. This call is considered complete upon receipt of your confirmation number, but does not require a payment to be made. The first payment is not due until your next scheduled call next month.